What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I just got into a big rummage sale, and I see stuff everywhere. Here's a JVC camcorder, checking to see if it's high 8. It is VHSC, which they're not as valuable. Still can make some money on it, but with all this stuff, I don't want to start filling my bag with just the common junk I always buy to sell. I'm looking for the good stuff. And I see some electronics, basic DVD players, of course, any combo units or DVD recorders. I'd be happy to buy any decent cameras. Checking inside these boxes, cases. I just want to, check to see if there's any video game systems. And well, there was a video game system at this sale. More on that later, but so much stuff. And when I get into a sale like this, when you got thousands of items in your head that you're looking for, it becomes pretty overwhelming because you want to look at every single item, because just one filter could be worth $100. One camera could be worth $200-$300. Here's some ink, could be worth money. That ink, I believe, was open, is why I didn't mess with that. Plus, it's old, and all that old ink just doesn't sell great. Some of it does, though, so it is worth looking into. And I think that's a camera or something. I'm just like, come on, there's going to be something there. And I'm thinking, I need to get to the toys. I don't think I've ever been to this rummage sale because I don't remember the layout at all. It seemed familiar. I thought I had been here before, but no, I don't think so. Checking the dishes real quick. There's a guy that walked by, a big stack of 360 games in his hand. So got to the games. Media, some board games here, and I thought, well, this sale doesn't have that many toys, but there's a whole other section with clothing and toys I run into later. Books, I'm just glancing right now to see if there's anything that stands out. I don't want to take the time to look through media and books when there's just other stuff to look at because, well, there's a lot of people here, and obviously the good stuff gets picked up almost immediately. So later, I got some stuff in my bag, I've been sourcing, and lots of shoes, lots of clothing at this sale, but it's just kind of piled in here. Lots of clothing resellers. Actually, a guy got some really good hats. One about a $200 hat he was showing me. So yeah, you just can't be everywhere at the same time at these sales. You just kind of pick your spots and just hope there's something there for you. But I'm checking the shoes. I assume most of the good stuff has just been picked. All shoes were only $1. I don't even know what the clothing was. I'll look through it some, but I knew that, the clothing resellers would have picked that very good by the time I got there. So I did pick up some shoes. I picked up these orange shoes that I thought were Adidas or Jordans or something. I just threw them in the bag real quick, but later when I was in line, I looked at them and it had a picture of a witch on them and it said Happy Halloween. I'm like, these are nothing. I looked at the tag. I'm like, yeah, these are not Adidas, Nikes or anything. So I put them back. Really nice pair of shoes though, like the quality wise. It was kind of surprising. Thought for sure those were good. Here's some Justin boots. I believe they're just in terrible condition. And I see these pair of Ultra shoes, and Ultra shoes are quite expensive if you buy them new. Some models are worth selling. These are in pretty good condition. So for $1, I pick them up. I'm not finding, a whole lot really at this sale. Actually, I got some pretty good stuff in my bag. Of course, I'll be showing you everything in the haul part of the video. And just before I leave, I just like to go through and take my time and look to see if there's anything that people miss, because like I've said, if you have a lot of knowledge on different things like plush, you can pull $100 plush that maybe somebody else didn't want to buy. However, I saw some people digging through these plush pretty crazy, the way they were looking for the plush. So I'm assuming they would know mostly what they're looking for, right? And here's all the toys back here. I see some Nerf guns, and I don't want to keep buying. Like some Nerf guns you can buy and make a little bit of money. Some are worth a lot of money, but I'm trying not to buy so many toys and random things that are just $10 profit items, right? But sometimes it's hard when the things are so cheap. There's a guitar here. A guitar actually would have been worth picking up. It wasn't in good condition, missing the battery cover. One of those things I don't want to mess with. Same with these. I got some Koosh paddles already, and they do sell, but they sell best with a ball, and I just kind of been waiting. I'm like, I'm going to come across one of those Koosh balls at some point to bundle with this and be able to get like $25-$30. So I wasn't picking up more paddles without a ball, right? You can maybe sell those for a little bit of profit. They're probably like a quarter, 50 cents. And at this point in the sale, I think if you're going to find anything good, you're going to have to dig. You're going to have to get behind stuff, because anything that's just sitting out for people to see that's really good is probably gone. I do find a Swoops helicopter. I was in line over there paying, and I just glanced over and it was sitting there, so I reached over and grabbed it. I sell those, but I move on over to Goodwill, and I found some stuff in this one, some brand new Sage boots, a very valuable Minecraft Lego set, which was a nice find. Over here, I see this under the desk elliptical machine, which I buy the cubies. I've sold a cubie recently. This one I looked up, pretty good seller, honestly. I just didn't want to buy it because it was big. I already got another cubie I have listed, other big stuff. But I say that, and then I see this golf bag over here for $10, which is huge. And I do decide to buy that. At least it's not heavy and awkward like one of those elliptical machines. But $9.99, I look up some comps. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I can make some money. They're pretty easy to ship. Don't really have to worry about them, being broken. But check it out. In this Goodwill, I see this Mr. Coffee Coke Emotion, and I'm like, oh boy, it's been a while since I found one of these. Goes right in the cart. I think it was $7.99, and to my surprise and delight, when I opened it, it was brand new in there. So new open box. I'll be able to get some premium money for that. Here's a Hello Kitty alarm clock, and I'm like, I bet this is worth picking up. And I think it would have sold for like $20, $25 plus shipping. Had a big scratch on the front, and it was missing the battery cover. And the comps were super good, so I put it back. I don't need it in that condition. Look at all these coffee makers, all the same. I imagine those came from a business that donated them. Sometimes when businesses donate stuff like that, it can be just crazy good money, right? Because a lot of businesses buy high-end stuff. Maybe $200, $300 for coffee makers, coffee grinders, that kind of thing. So what else do we got here on the shelves? I don't really see anything else, but at this Goodwill, there's quite a bit on this end cap, so I'm checking it out, see if I can find anything. And I do have something in my cart there. What is it? I can never remember the brand. It's a pretty good blender. I believe they're just copying Vitamix, right? If it was a Vitamix, it'd probably be close to $200. But those still sell pretty okay. $10 in great condition. It's got all the parts, so I do pick up that. And I don't think I find much else at this Goodwill. Just push the cart around. Look at the toys. And there's a decent amount of toys here. Again, it's just one of those things where you gotta dig. But here's some Magic cards, and I'm not really excited to see them because I instantly see that they're like a starter set, newer ones. Just really not any used value, especially at what Goodwill had them priced at. Would have been fine, I guess, to buy just to have. But in resale value, not really. And the thing is, all the cards are usually the same in those sets. So, they're just mass produced. They're not randomized. So, there's not going to be anything truly valuable in there. Dig a little bit here. I see some, hoping they were Lego, but no, they're just those cheap blocks you see from time to time. And I just put those back. Not really interested. Some of those fake Lego block sets, though, are worth money, especially sports ones I've come across. So not totally, worthless to find, but usually. Checking out some of the silverware here. Not much of anything. Shelves are pretty bare, but I see this. It catches my eye. It's a bag of vintage McDonald's buttons, and I do pick this up, and I already sold it for $20, which was surprising to me. I didn't really expect to sell it, so that's great. I thought it would sit for a while, but yeah, glad I bought it. But let me show you everything I bought today. Some great finds. Here it is. Here is my haul. Went to a rummage sale, hit some thrift stores. I'll go over the rummage sale finds first. I believe I paid $26.50 for everything. Some of the prices there were kind of high. Some of them were very low. Just kind of how it goes. Let's just start with this Game Boy Color. And it also has a Pokemon game in there, Pokemon Blue. Doesn't have a battery cover, and this was picked up at the rummage sale. However, it was not picked up by me. A reseller friend got this for 50 cents. I ended up making a bundle deal for some other things, and I don't know, I probably got $30-ish into it based on what I spent in the whole lot. But I should be able to make some good money on it. I think I could sell the Pokemon game for about $50 by itself. These Pokemon games were counterfeited a lot, but this one seems to be legit from what I know. I already ordered a back for this. It was $7 to get a official back. And then I think I could sell the Game Boy Color, Grape Color, for about $75. That's what I'll shoot for. It works. So yeah, I'm gonna make some good profit on that, I think. Here's a Star Coca-Cola bottle opener. Vintage. This might be new in the box. I'm not sure what year. I think these were around in the 20s. I believe this one's probably more like 40s or 50s. It's in amazing condition. No paint, scratches, or anything like that. I should be able to sell this for at least $30. So happy to have that. Got this Humminbird HDR 650. This is new in package here. I just threw it in the bag because I knew this was going to be worth picking up. Sold Humminbird things, especially new. And it is. I should be able to sell this for $110, $120 new like this. Only paid $5. So that's a phenomenal find. Here's a Miss Pac-Man plug and play. I've picked these up a lot in the past. I can probably get 20 bucks in the end profit on Amazon, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Just grabbed some loose cameras I found in a box I was digging. This is a Nikon camera, nothing very special. This one's Olympus. I mean, I probably paid $1 for them in the end. I could probably sell them for $20 a piece. I also found this Canon AT1 manual. Unfortunately, I could not find the camera. I don't know if it was there and someone else grabbed it already, but still, you could sell this manual for 10 bucks. I don't think I paid anything for that manual. They just kind of combined it with one of the cameras. So I also have like probably multiple Canon AT1s in my camera death pile. So I can just bundle it with that, honestly. Here is this realistic walkie-talkie TRC 221. Looks to be in good condition. I could probably sell this between $40, $50. Awesome pickup. Probably got about 50 cents in these Disney car toys. I don't know if any of these would sell good by themselves, but I'm getting ready to do a lot where I found some at a garage sale, so I'll just add those to it. Here are some baseball gloves I picked up, and when I was walking into the rummage sale, by the door they had a bunch of stuff set up they were selling. Big box of gloves, probably 15, 16, 17 gloves in there, a bunch of baseball bats, and it took all my willpower not to just stop and not go into the rummage sale and look through these gloves. But I like to get in there because you never know what you can find. I'm always looking for, vintage video games because I like to find them, like the Game Boy. I don't want to stop and look at baseball gloves when there could be a box of Super Nintendo games in there, right? So I always come back to that stuff, and it was quite a while before I came back to the gloves, and I still found some decent ones. These are all $20 to $25 gloves, but again, I got almost no money into them. Pretty good condition, so I'll probably make at least $15 a piece on them. Here's this Warwood, I'm not sure what kind of tool this is, honestly. I know they make a lot of hammers, this company. It's Warwood 78. It says special alloy on it, BNI. I could not find any information on this particular tool, number 78. I even did a search for Warwood special alloy and couldn't really find any results for comps. Not sure how special it is, but some Warwood tools like this can sell between $20 and $75. Because it's unique like this, I'll probably at least put it on there for $50 or $75 just to see if it's desirable. I always say you can put it high and then lower the price. So I got this at the rummage sale. This is a JVC VHS-C. I saw this right away and opened it when I got in the rummage sale. I was hoping it was a high 8 Sony or something like that. When I saw it was the JVC VHS-C player, they're not super great, right? You can make money on them. They are kind of going up in value. I didn't want to just start grabbing all these junky electronics right before I looked to see what else was there. You know, no one bought it, so I ended up grabbing it. It was $5. It's got the batteries and chargers and everything. I should be able to sell it for $40, $50. It's just that, you know, I don't get as excited for a JVC thing or these rewinders, which I got at the Rummage Sale, because I find this stuff all the time. When I go to a Rummage Sale, I want to find stuff like the Game Boy, special things like these that I'll get into in a minute, the airplane, stuff that I like, you know, action figures, stuff like that gets me happy. You know, I can find something like this, which I'll make about as much money as the Game Boy, and that kind of stuff can pay the bills, but still I get more passion, I guess, out of finding the things I like. Anyway, that being said, I still got some rewinders because I can make money on them. This is a Radio Shack one. I sell these on Amazon. I believe they sell for around $50, $55 pre-owned. I just sold a different brand last week for about $45 on there. Here's another one I got. I don't know, I got 50 cents to $1 into these. Not sure what I was charged. This one's not on Amazon, but I can sell it on eBay for 20 plus shipping. So there's some good profit in these. People want them, people will buy them. Here's a Swoops helicopter. I've had this on my channel in the past. The last two I sold for $30 a piece. Paid 50 cents for this, and I'll be able to sell it for $30 plus shipping. I don't see why not. So this was a lot better than I thought. I looked it up and I was very surprised at the comps when I got it home. This thing is selling for $150, $175, I think it was. I was seeing just some vintage US Air Force model, I believe probably from the 60s. Not sure what makes it valuable, but I know some of these airplanes are valuable. I'll make some great profit on that, that's for sure. Oh, we got the shoes. I picked up 3 pairs of shoes here at the Rummage Sale. Nothing spectacular, and they had a ton of shoes. It's unfortunate. I assume all the clothing resellers probably got the good shoes before I got into the clothing area. Picked up these Air Max shoes. You know, they're about, I'll probably sell them for 20 bucks plus shipping. Same with these shoes here, Nike. Now, all shoes were $1, so got $3 into these shoes. I should make, well, probably about $15 on each pair. These are a pair of Ultra shoes. Pretty good condition. Just have to wipe down the sides. I think that's just dirt right there. I don't know, maybe that's damage. I think that's just like mud. But there's some good money in used Ultra shoes, certain styles anyway. Not every pair is going to be, you know, worth picking up. At $1, I just grab this kind of stuff. I think minimum, you know, I'm making at least $45 on these shoes. Pretty good for only having $3 into them. So check these out. I picked up these cats. And what's special about these cats? Well, if you flip them over, you can see that they are Yadro. And if you remember, about a year ago, I found some good Yadro pieces in a Goodwill. I believe one was worth about $300. Now, I've already sold all those. There were some broken pieces on one, which devalued it. And I've been looking for some for a while now. So here are some smaller ones. Now, these aren't big money. I believe this cat here I can probably sell for $45, maybe $50. I did see one sell for $45 plus shipping. I just have to see how many is listed and what condition they're in and kind of price mine accordingly. Some of these smaller cats I was looking up between $20 and $30. These are from 70s. One was from the 70s, one was from the 80s. So I believe minimum I'm going to get at least $80 profit for these. So I'm glad I was able to buy them. Okay, so I believe that was everything from the Rummage Sale, right? So let's jump into some of the Goodwill finds. So I got these brand new boots with tag at Goodwill. They were only $5, which is why I picked them up. Sage boots, Air Ride, you know, I think I can sell these at minimum $30, but I think I can price them $40 since they're new. Somebody's going to pick them up at some point, so I'll make some good profit on those boots. Check this out, Mr. Coffee Cocomotion, and it's been a while since I found one of these. Saw it on the shelf. I believe it was $7.99. Goodwill had it taped up, but when I opened it, to my surprise and delight, it was new. So I'm going to sell this new open box. There's a tag on it for $6.99. Is that what it sold for at the store? Or, I don't know. I don't recognize that tag. I'll put it on eBay. I should be able to sell it for at least $100, maybe more. New like this. If it was actually still sealed, I'd probably sell it on Amazon for a lot more. So always happy to come across these, especially new. So here is a Tight Lies golf bag. I got this at Goodwill for $10. Don't buy a lot of golf stuff, golf bags, unless I see it cheap. I recognize good brands. A lot of people around here are going into Goodwill every day buying anything decent that's golf, and that's resellers and players. So I saw this, I decided just to look it up, see if it was worth my time to ship and everything. I think it is. I saw some comps they were selling for, well, one sold for about $80 plus shipping. I believe identical to this, except it had 4 dividers instead of the 7 here. I don't know a whole lot about golf, but I would figure the 7 dividers would be more desirable. Maybe not. I'm probably gonna price it $79.99 plus shipping. It's really not bad to ship one of these as long as you're using like UPS or something. You know, I see some people using like priority mail shipping, and it's like $150 to ship something like this priority mail, or at least can be depending on where you are in the country. Probably $25, $30 to ship this using UPS. Anyway, paying $10 for it, I'll make profit. Here's a Minecraft Lego set. This is pretty exciting. $4.99 is what I paid for it. Too bad it's not actually sealed because this is almost a $400 set on Amazon new. I opened it up. There's 5 sealed bags that come with this set. 3 of the bags are still sealed. Bag 1 and 2 have been opened. So I'm going to go through and try to build the first 2 bags just to see what pieces are there or missing and go from there. I think even if it's missing a few pieces, I still could probably make close to $100 on it or sell it for $100. If it is complete, I can sell it used on Amazon probably for at least $300. But we're estimated missing a couple pieces just in case, and just say about $100 profit on this I'll make in the end. Over here, I got these vintage McDonald's buttons. A lot of them from the 80s. Paid $4.99 for them. You know, I didn't think they'd really be worth picking up, but I saw some promising lots for some McDonald's buttons. So I'm just gonna lot them up, probably get $20, $30 based on what I was seeing on there. So we'll give it a shot. For $1, I got this at the thrift store. It's a filter pack, Samsung. You see they originally were $89.99. I could probably sell them for $30 new like this. $25, $30 is what I was seeing. Then I got this Babs Bunny Vintage, paid $1.99 for it. I saw Babs and Buster sell for, I think it was like 40 bucks together, but I don't have Buster, so I'm probably just gonna throw this with all my vintage little plush that I find. Just kind of collecting those right now. And then finally, I got one of these Living Well mixers. I saw this and I'm like, ooh, is that a Vitamix? I'm like, no, it's one of these Living Wells. The last one I picked up at a rummage sale. It didn't work, but you can actually sell this piece here for about $40. So if this works, I'll probably sell it for at least $75 plus shipping. I've seen some comps complete like this, good condition, sell for over $100. So there's some money in it. I'm happy I picked it up. But there it is, everybody. That's my haul for today. Got some good buys, that's for sure. Some exciting things. Gonna start getting this stuff listed. If you enjoyed the video, I'm gonna ask you to hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. I'll keep making some videos. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.